Barcelona are not giving up hope in their pursuit of Nico Williams, although they have now started to look at alternatives. One of those is Kingsley Coman, whom Hansi Flick is very familiar with. Flick and Coman worked together to great effect at Bayern Munich, and they could now be reunited at Barcelona. Contacts have already taken place between Barcelona and Coman's representatives. Officials at the Catalan Giants have been informed that Bayern would accept a loan offer for the French winger, who has no place in Vincent Kompany's squad for the new season. La Liga giants Real Madrid are expressing a keen interest in an up-and-coming member of the defensive ranks at Chelsea. That's according to Miguel Delaney of The Independent, who points towards Joshua Kimpembe as the player in question. Kimpembe, for his part, is an 18-year-old right-back who has long been tipped as a star in the making behind the scenes at the aforementioned Chelsea. Kimpembe thought to be available for a fee in the region of €15 million. Manchester City could make a move for Paris Saint-Germain ace Bradley Barcola. Pep and his recruitment team greatly admire the 21-year-old. The club are said to have been closely monitoring him for some time. Indeed, there were reports about interest from City last summer. PSG would be unwilling to sell Barcola given the late stage of the window we are now in. There is no suggestion of an asking price. Barcola joined PSG from Lyon last summer for around £39 million. Adrien Rabiot is on the way to Real Madrid, or at least that is what the press are saying in France, reports Petit. His statement alone highlights the speculative nature of football journalism, where the truth often becomes entangled with sensationalism. His mother has allegedly secured an agreement for him to join Real Madrid, not an English club. This development, if true, speaks volumes about her influence and the strategic decisions guiding Rabiot's career path. Former Real Madrid, Barcelona, Sevilla and Malaga forward Javier Ceballos did not have the most auspicious start to this week, waking up in a prison cell. On Sunday night and into the early hours of Monday morning, Ceballos was caught driving under the influence of alcohol. Ceballos failed a breathalyzer test in Andorra around 4:40 a.m. after he was pulled over by the police in a routine check. The ex-Argentina international was over double the blood alcohol limit and was taken to the police station thereafter. He has since been released but will face a fine and potentially the loss of his driving licence for the next year, which will be the extent of his punishment. Bournemouth have reached an agreement with Barcelona over defender Julian Araujo. The United States-born Mexican international is understood to have agreed to make the move to the south coast, and the two clubs are now close to agreeing. A deal worth around £10 million Cillian, which will include a significant sell-on. Hansi Flick's Barcelona are understood to be open to allowing Araujo leave the club this summer due to the Catalan Giants being keen on signing Joao Cancelo on a permanent deal from Manchester City. Update on the agreement between Barcelona and Girona confirming the existence of a fair clause in the deal. It would entail that if Girona were to play Roma against his parent club Barcelona when the two teams come face to face, the former would owe the Blaugrana a sum of money. Todibo lost patience with Juventus and decided to accept West Ham. There could be a medical as early as Friday in London after director Tim Staden flew out to convince him. He felt disrespected by Juventus, refusing to go beyond a loan with option to buy, refusing to give Nice an obligation. The added sell-on clause was also crucial in pushing the Hammers over the line with Nice. Portugal defender Pepe has retired from football. The 41-year-old said on Thursday, "I want to thank God for giving me the wisdom to be able to continue my journey." An emotional Pepe said, "I can't help but also thank all the presidents who bet and believed in me to be able to perform my work, to all the employees of all the clubs I've been to, who are the soul and essence of the clubs and the national team. And I want to thank everyone in the background. I want to leave a thank you and a hug of gratitude for all of you, and thank you all very much." Chelsea could address their defensive concerns heading into the Premier League season by offering a swap deal involving out-of-favour defender Trevoh Chalobah. Selling Chalobah will boost their chances of adhering to the league's profit and sustainability rules (PSR) for 2024-25. A swap deal involving Chalobah and a sizable sum payable by Chelsea could appeal to both teams. Enzo Maresca won't need telling that signing a top defender would require a huge chunk of his transfer budget, and they are eager to get rid of Chalobah. Kehe wants a move this summer, and there are doubts as to whether Newcastle could afford him, but if Chelsea get involved in the race, it could offer a solution where all three parties get what they want. Zubimendi garnered significant praise from legendary midfielder and then new camp boss Xavi. "I like all of Real Sociedad," Xavi said via Mundo Deportivo. "They mirror a bit our style of play. Zubimendi is an extraordinary defensive midfielder. He understands the model we like at Barca. He dominates with and without the ball." That was a marked compliment from one of the greatest midfielders to have ever graced the game. Olmo's first outing is therefore more likely to be during the annual Joan Gambert Trophy match on Monday, although a separate event just for him could still be held in the days that follow that game, for which Monaco or this year's invited guests will constitute an unofficial debut for Olmo. Amid all the remarkable things Inter Miami CF have been involved in over their brief history, it sometimes seems they're chronically allergic to normalcy. Such was the case again Thursday night at Chase Stadium. Paced by a truly extraordinary first half featuring 5 goals, 4 of them netted in the first 20 minutes, 2 penalty kicks, a straight red card to David Martinez for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, a hat-trick of assists by Jordi Alba and 2 penalty kicks converted by Lorenzo Insigne. The Herons held off spirited but sloppy Toronto FC 4-3 to advance to the league's cup round of 16. Paul Scholes believes Ivan Toney would be the perfect signing for Arsenal this summer despite Brentford valuing the striker at £50 million. Toney has been widely tipped to depart the Bees this summer, with Arsenal among the clubs said to be keen on snapping him up. The 28-year-old has made no secret of his desire to leave Brentford for a bigger club if the opportunity presents itself. He currently has no plans to extend his contract, meaning he is likely to depart this summer or at the end of the season when his current deal runs out. Raheem's brace took him to 8 goals at the Olympics, cementing his status as the tournament's top scorer, while Abda Ezzalzali, Bilal El-Khanas and Akram Nakac also scored in a comprehensive win at the Stade La Beaujoire in Nantes. Hakimi's late strike put the icing on the cake as Morocco claimed the first Olympic football medal. An analysis of players who have a similar ability and profile to Zubimendi, with a similarity of 97.4%, Burgess third on the list behind Danilo Cataldi of Lazio and Azar Madusua of Rennes. It has been stated that Burnley would demand £30 million Cillian to sanction Burgess' exit to United this summer. If the deal was to be completed and Zubimendi joins Liverpool, then United would be saving more than £21 million Cillian on their new midfield signing compared to their Anfield rivals for a similar profile of player. The easiest decision Harry and Mas gave Manchester United during their pre-season tour was to keep him with the first team. Now is to put him in the first team, and Massey's 17 has been building up to this moment. He started against Arsenal, Real Betis and Liverpool in the United States and improved with each performance. Mohamed Salah got the better of Toby Collier but not Mas in South Carolina. But in this moment, Mas needs to catch up and he has to develop some skills already to play for Manchester United, competing for the highest positions in the league, but with big talent that can go up very quickly, and that is very interesting to see if he is capable of doing this. The former Manchester United goalkeeper will sign a 1-year deal with the option for a 1-season extension with the Suraya side. He is also set to take a significant pay cut to join the Italian club in comparison to what he was on during his long Premier League career. Real Sociedad reminded Liverpool that Martin Zubimendi isn't a Reds player just yet, putting the midfielder front and centre in the team graphic for their latest pre-season friendly. Liverpool are eyeing a new number 6 as manager Arne Slot prepares for his first Premier League game in charge, and Zubimendi appears to be that man. The Spain international has a release clause at just above £51.5 million Cillian, though, and it appears unlikely he'll move to Anfield for significantly less than that. Real Sociedad boss Manuel Alguacil is leading efforts to keep the 25-year-old on board. Part of this, reports claim, involved reminding Zubimendi of his quality of life in San Sebastian.